Hey y'all, it's Christy.
It's Courtney.
And I'm Rashana, and we are
The
the
1000
Club.
Club. Woo-hoo!
Yes, yes,
Hey.
yes. We are here for our 6th episode of season 1, The Lituation.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to us.
And today we're going to talk a lot about being thankful, eating well, and how we're actually going to do all that, I guess, in COVID. So we're really excited about that. For those of you all who are joining us for the first time, as you can see, or if you are listening via one of the podcast platforms, we are 3 women, 3 friends, 3 different perspectives, talking all things living the 1000 life, which is a step up. Was actually 10 steps up from, keeping it 100, living it on 100. So, so we're the 1000 Club. You can join our club every other week, every other Thursday via YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your dose of podcasts or video casts. We're there. Hit us up on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at 1000 Club Life. Join the club. Good things coming. So we're excited to have you all here today. And as usual in any girl chat, we have to start with a little check-in. So how's everyone doing this Thursday?
Good. I'm good.
Yeah. I am excited. I'm blessed. A lot has happened since we have all been together.
Yes.
Because you've been real festive.
Yes. Well, first and foremost, let's talk about how we have a new president-elect and a new vice president-elect. How Black women, we came through and we showed up and showed out, and we were able to split some of these states, even though they're doing some recounts. But let's talk about how we are just Black girl magic all over these United States, all over the world. And I'm just ecstatic that we will not have the craziness that we have endured over the past few years.
So that's what the sequence is for today.
Yeah, we are celebrating.
She's in a festive mood.
Yes, I got my side ponytail. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So yes, I am like ecstatic. It was just amazing. I saw people. I was in the DMV when they were calling that Biden Harris won, or they're the elect. And I had to drop something off to a friend in DC. And it was just such a good feeling to see everyone celebrating, everyone happy because of the year that we've all gone through, because of what we're still going through. It was just a really good feeling to have a moment of joy, of happiness, of having something to celebrate and look forward to. There were people in their cars blasting their go-go. There were people yelling out of their cars. There were flags flying from the cars. It was just such a good feeling. So if it's only for this moment, which I'm hoping that it's not, it's just a good feeling after the hell that we have been through this year and for these past few years. So I'm in a celebratory mood.
And shout out to our HBCU sister, Kamala Harris, who is now in the White House. All 3 of us are HBCU graduates, so that is a big moment for everyone. So shout out to her. She go.
Yeah, and if you are watching the Instagram, you saw that I got no sleep that week. Trying to keep you all up with me. Some of you all hung in there. Many of you all did not, but that's okay. I love election night, or this year, what was election days.
Election week.
Days. Yeah, election week. I love it. I love the count. I love the anticipation. I just love it. Like I love the commentary. I don't have cable, so I watch ABC, CBS, and Fox because I just like to see what they're all reporting, how they're reporting it differently. Yes, it was exciting and tiring. So much so that I'm still catching up on sleep this week. But I am just so happy to not have 45 anymore. Like to know that he's not going to be president anymore. That's enough for me. It didn't matter. I think someone on the news said it didn't matter if it was Peter Pan. Okay, like whatever, whoever, anybody but Trump. And so yes, I'm just really, 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 really ecstatic that Biden, Uncle Joe, and Mama La, I voted for the family team. So I'm really happy that they were, that they were victorious. I also want to shout out to just everybody else who ran, because I said it was anybody but Trump. To those who ran in the Democratic primaries, to those who ran under Libertarian Independent tickets, just keep pushing your message out there. Everyone deserves to be heard. And I hope that this allows us to have conversation, because while we are celebrating that, Georgia turned blue and Arizona, are they still counting tickets? Like, I'm not even sure.
Girl, Nevada is still counting. I don't know why they got casinos can't count tickets.
Is Nevada doing? Are they in the casino?
Nevada is smoking, and that's it. To Biden's hometown, Pennsylvania, where he grew up, coming through for him.
Yes.
The blue wall, like all of that was great, but when you look at those numbers, you see that we are definitely a nation divided. And so while I'm not here to preach forgiveness, because I don't think you should forgive racists, this president and this nation, we have a lot to do because there's a lot of crazies out there, clearly. I think he ended up getting over something 60 million or 65 million.
I think it was Trump or Biden.
Oh, okay. So by the end of the count, I think last time I looked, he was at 60 something. So yeah, so there are over, for Trump, he got set down to the count, he's gotten over 7. So there are over 70 million people who actually believe that that man could run a country again for another 4 years after evidence of the past 4 years. So, just stay protected, y'all. Maintain your peace, watch your surroundings, and that's it. That's it. But I was definitely blasting reggae all day for her. Shout out to the Jamaican Massive, the minute to them. Just really, really excited to see someone who is from what Trump would deem a shithole country, to someone who is a daughter of immigrants from those said shithole countries, now being the first woman vice president, the first Black woman, the first biracial Black woman, the first what was the other one? South Asian. She's just checking off all the boxes. Okay, shout out to Kamala and Uncle Joe for doing it, and shout out to their spouses for being super supportive. I'm really excited for Dr. Biden, who I think Courtney and I were having this conversation earlier, who might have surpassed Michelle Obama as the most educated first lady. So that's really exciting to see us there, and we coming for that president spot. Okay,
we coming. I'm gonna tell you that I'm coming. That's the only part of the Lil Kim song I know.
Oh, really? Okay. What else? Anything else, Christy? Do you have any updates? Have you closed on your sale of your home?
It's supposed to happen today. Hopefully it happens tomorrow. I haven't gotten any notification that it happened today, but I have done my part. I have signed my papers when I was in the DMV. It was truly something because I had to move the furniture out of my house. And my mom and I were like going through all the cabinets, getting stuff out. We were moving furniture. Shout out to my mom. if it was not for her, I don't know, she was like, you would have found a way. I was like, yeah, but I would have had to pay somebody to do a lot of this. So, and I did have to pay somebody to move like some of the heavier stuff. But I was so tired. I did not expect to have to do as much. I didn't realize I had as much left in that house to move out.
Mm.
So it was very tiring. Like I said, some of the furniture we took to my parents' house. So we were like lifting stuff continuously that week. I was completely worn out. I know my mom was, but it's done. It is cleared out,
Yay!
ready for the new owners. And I hope they have wonderful memories like I had there. But yeah, it's over and done with.
Did
So
you cry at all or feel any type of, oh?
I did, and it's funny because after I
Mhm.
signed the closing papers, my realtor and friend Dominique, shout out to the Haven firm. If y'all are in the DMV, awesome realtor. They have other realtors. Check them out if you're buying or selling the Haven firm. They're on Instagram, Facebook. So yeah, Dominique was like, "Do you feel sentimental or anything about it?" I was like, "No, I'm like glad I'm moving on." This is one thing I realized. I had been in that home for 7 years. I'd had that, well, not been in the home. I'd owned the home for 7 years. I moved last year when I moved to Chicago. And 7 to some is the number of completion. And I've realized that chapter is over. It is complete. It is now on for me to move on to new beginnings. And that new beginning will be me purchasing a property in Chicago. I'm giving myself a year. I've been looking, but I'm giving myself a year. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the next property.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's super exciting. I'm really happy it all worked out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you. It's gonna be weird. I'm not gonna be a homeowner for a while. So it comes with, I think it's advantages, but it also comes with its disadvantages as far as taxes and
I was about to say, what you want to do next?
yeah, I don't know what the taxes gonna be looking like, but like I said, hopefully within the next year, that's my goal. I'll buy something else and we'll go from there.
Yes, I'm excited to see what you do next. Like the next house you buy, the next property you buy, what that looks like. That's going to be really exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah. So what's going on with you, Courtney?
What do I got going on? I did something new today. I tried acupuncture for the first time for free. So shout out to Catherine for the free hookup.
What
and
is
gifts.
acupuncture with the needles?
Yeah. Okay. So like the little hair thin needles. It was at the Within studio in New York City in the Flatiron District. And it was interesting. I think the first couple of minutes I was super nervous and I was not breathing the right way because I was anticipating the pinch. So the pinch actually felt worse because I wasn't like just relaxed and breathing regular. So when I started doing that, I felt better. And I fell asleep a little bit on the table. So that was good. And they give you like music, meditation, guided music, sleep music or whatever. They give you a blanket and the bed that you lay on is like warm. So your back is warm too. And you can either get it done face up or face down. So I got the acupuncture face up. So she put it like on top. And it was only like 10 needles. It wasn't a lot. And it was good. I think after you get past the initial stage of this feels a little uncomfortable, you can feel like the sensation in your hands or in your arms, wherever the needles are. So that's interesting. But I would try it again. I would definitely try it again. I wouldn't go. She suggested you come every week. I was like, I don't really know if I would do every week. But it was cool. It was interesting. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I definitely realized that there are a lot of like tension spots and a lot of stress spots and stuff like that I guess massage doesn't usually get because the needles are like go into those spots and kind of like give sensation or whatever. I'm gonna learn more about it and let you guys know. But
when you said acupuncture, I was thinking acupressure. Is that even a thing? I feel like I've seen it.
I feel like I've heard of acupressure.
Okay, so when you said that, that's why I was like, oh, what is that? I know acupuncture. But so did it hurt? And then how do they decide where to put the needles?
So it didn't hurt. Like I said, if you don't breathe right, you feel the pinch. It doesn't hurt. If you're afraid of needles, then you probably need to get yourself together before you go in, because they're like that big, like maybe like 2 to 3 inches long, but they're very, very thin. So you can't really you don't really feel them. You don't notice them unless you're like really afraid of needles, I guess. But they know where to put the needles, because you can go in for different things. So they have different sections like heal, infertility, stress, anxiety. So there's so many things that they talk to you about, and like what are you feeling? So I told her I have the anxiety, the stress. She also asked about like bloating and PMS and PCOS and all of that. If you have insomnia, if you have trouble like if you have digestive issues, if you have unhealthy nutrition. So there's so many things that they ask you when you go in there, and then that's how they figure out where to put the needles, and then like what type of acupuncture session they give you, because there's different type of sessions. So I got the healing session. So there's like preventative, there's healing, there's stress relief, there's infertility, there's so many different sessions. So I was like, there's so much I have to learn about it. I guess I'm getting into like, my naturalista, whatever feel of medicine and stuff. So it was interesting. I posted on Instagram about it. And shout out to Catherine again for the free hookup, because I don't think I would have went if the first session was not free.
We like free.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how it helps with your sleep, because that's initially what I was thinking that you like. It would be good for you. So I'll be checking in tomorrow.
We'll see how it goes. And they also tell you get an acupuncture high, so your body feels like really, really good for the first 2 hours, and it did. And then when you like come down, you kind of like really come down from the high. Like I wanted to go right to sleep.
About massages.
Yeah.
And I remember I had a phlebotomist, is that what they call them, right? The people who like draw blood and stuff. Teach me the breathing, because I'm not afraid of needles, but I can build up anxiety and fear when like I see it, and it just takes so long. And so one time when I was in the hospital, the phlebotomist, she told me, she said, okay, we're gonna do it. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3 and breathe. And ever since then, I do that all the time, because once the more tense you are, the more it hurts. But if you just can like relax the muscle. So now I breathe out on the 4th one right as they're putting it in, and I have never felt like anything. Even when I got my tattoo, I did the same breathing, and it's similar to what they teach you in like meditation. I know that breathing for stuff like that, I'm sure is very important. And that's the point too, right? The point is it's supposed to be something like relaxing. So you gotta relax. Well, that's cool. That's a cool, exciting experience.
What about you? What's going on with you?
I don't really have anything new. Sorry, y'all. I don't have nothing new going on this week.
Your hair is flourishing. It looks
really good.
And the curls are popping.
It's styled nicely. I don't know if I would say it's flourishing right now, but it is definitely. I definitely tried a new style, and I think that's it. I don't have too many updates for y'all this week, so come back to me.
Stay tuned.
In the next episode. Yeah.
Me too.
I'll have something.
Make it juicy.
Juicy fruit.
I don't know.
You gotta go out and do something to tell us about that. Juicy.
Oh, we'll see. Oh, I guess something I did is I made a prayer board. So my cousin, for my birthday, she got me this prayer board, and it I don't have it here, so I can't show it to you, but it just has like little pins on it, and it has a scripture at the bottom. Just sometimes when you can't stand or something, sometimes you just have to kneel. And so I finally did it yesterday, because yesterday was Veterans Day. So also thank you to all of the military personnel who continue to serve and have served our country. We appreciate you for everything that you do. And so we were off in celebration of that. And yeah, I made a prayer board. So I have some scriptures on there. I put like a song. I have a picture of Randall and Beth that I got from a magazine, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, that I used to keep at my desk in my office. But I put it on the prayer board this time. So yes, yesterday was 11/11/2020. So if you believe in like numerology or astrology, it was definitely a day to manifest, being that we had double ones. And then also the double 20 and the 2020, it was definitely a good day to pray, put stuff into the atmosphere. And so I took the time to do that.
Yes, I love that. Excited to see the prayer board and the manifesting that's happening.
Yes, you have to share a picture of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm gonna share a picture of it. I can send a picture of what one looks like. But no, I don't think I'm gonna share a picture.
Well, yeah, at least what it looks like, and like how do you do this prayer board and what to put on there.
Yeah, I can definitely share some tips. But this was my first one, and I just got it as a gift, so I'm not an expert, but I'll tell you what I did.
Well, today is a 1,000 Friendsgiving. It's about that time. Thanksgiving is in a couple of weeks. And so usually in normal circumstances, people would be planning Friendsgivings and planning events, parties leading up to Thanksgiving. We normally may spend it with our families, but we know things look a little different this year. It's still COVID and cases are rising. So I know one thing that Chicago is encouraging, actually, we just got a stay at home order for today that goes into effect on Monday. So they're definitely making it harder for us to gather with our families. They are encouraging us to do virtual events. So for you ladies, what are your plans for Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving?
I'm going home. I'm really excited about that. I know I think I talked about this on the last podcast. So I'm just really excited to go home. It's gonna be small this year in terms of planning. For the past few years, my family has rotated homes for Thanksgiving, which has been really exciting because for growing up, my family, we always spent every holiday together, and somewhere that fell off. And we stopped spending any holiday together except like my grandmother, her kids. And even then that fell off probably when I went to college. But I reinstated a family jam, which is supposed to be every other year, where my entire family comes together on the Friday after Thanksgiving. We rent a hall, and we have a great time, and it rotates. And so that rotation has now turned into an annual rotation. It's supposed to be every other year. So we've done North Carolina, we did Virginia Beach last year, and this year we were supposed to do our return to Boston so that all of our family could be a part of it. Unfortunately, due to COVID, that's not possible. So we're going to do a virtual Thanksgiving jam for a couple hours on the Friday still. And I'm really excited about that. I'm also excited that I will get to see my dad for Thanksgiving, because while Thanksgiving is an American holiday, being that he lives here, he celebrates it and in that sense. And he normally does like turkey. He normally does a duck. Sometimes he'll do like some other type of bird. And maybe because I'm home, maybe he'll make my lamb.
Ooh,
which I love. Like and my dad has, so my dad has an air fryer, and so he air fries everything. Or a deep fryer, I should say. Sorry, not air fryer. So he does like the fried turkey and everything. The first year he got it, every single meat was fried. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to go home and have some time with my mom, my dad, their spouses, and I'm really hoping my younger cousin comes. from New York. So
Nice.
yeah, but I'm still in planning mode, planning this virtual. And then also I'm doing with Courtney is having a mom and daughter Friendsgiving. So yeah, I'll be attending that virtually. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, tell us about that, Courtney.
Okay. So
That was a
last year,
good transition. Okay, Courtney, I don't know why you didn't catch that alley oop, okay? Because that was like right for you.
I was just asking about that anyway, so yes.
I know, like, what on my head, I was like, oh, okay. Well, first I have my thankful cup, and in it I have a holiday themed drink. I have a chai tea with cinnamon, and I put a little bourbon in it to give a little flavor. So
Yes. Side note, I'm gonna be like Bravo on like Watch What Happens Live. Side note, I asked the ladies to come with a drink for our 1000 Friendsgiving. So I tried to do like a fallish type drink. I have Prosecco, I have ginger beer, and a splash of cranberry. And I have my little cinnamon stick in here. Y'all see this? That is my drink. Look, just alert, every time you hear 1000, we want you to take a drink.
Oh snap. Well, I'm drinking water. So it has some lime in it. So there's a little splash there of something. As you all know, I've talked here about my health and trying to get my weight down, also control just the hair loss. And so understanding that when I go home for Thanksgiving, I intend to eat and drink and be very merry.
Y'all going to
I'm trying
all the way up.
Yes. Unfortunately, I have to, limit my libations for the lituation until then.
Understood.
You will know then when you come back. We'll be like, the lituation has come and it is lit.
Yes, and maybe I'll post some of my holiday cocktails on the 1000 page. So
so last year was like my first. I think it was my second. I did a Friendsgiving when I lived in DC when I was moving, I think. But last year was like my first ever Friendsgiving event and put it together. And shout out to Rashana and Chris who came down early and helped me cook with the disaster that almost happened the day before or the day of. But it was my first time.
Friendsgiving?
Huh?
What did you cook for your Friendsgiving last year?
Last year, you made the turkey because I don't know how to make turkey. I
was trying to figure out, what did you cook?
Oh, okay. Wait a minute now. I made ribs and chicken, and then I made the jag. I made the rice, and I made a vegetable. Yes.
And Courtney makes really good ribs. That's probably like my favorite thing from her.
I haven't had these ribs.
I really like them. Really?
I think so.
Courtney, I feel like Courtney eats ribs like every week.
I used to make them all the time.
Yes, like, which is why they're so good. Like,
when really you come visit, you can make some of these ribs.
I will. I'll definitely make some ribs when I come.
Yeah, she makes really good ribs.
Yeah, so I like the idea of a Friendsgiving. I like it mostly because when I moved to New Jersey, it was like you don't have the family here. And traveling to go home sometimes is just a lot. It's just a lot to go home. And my brother has 3 kids, so we do holidays. Like, holidays is a thing. Christmas is a thing. So we spend every holiday together. My family's super close, and it can be annoying sometimes, but that's how we are. So I like the fact of having a Friendsgiving because you can invite people who don't have family in the area to come and have dinner and just be around people and have a good conversation. So this year's Friendsgiving is a mother-daughter themed Friendsgiving, and I did it for a couple of reasons. This year, me and my mom had a lot of breakthrough conversations about life in general. So I wanted to kind of share that with my friends and some of her friends. It's also one thing, like, a lot of people say me and my mom have this really great mother-daughter relationship. Like, a lot of people say we're very close. We're very much alike. But I just thought it would be really nice to kind of share that and then share my friends and her friends and their mothers and daughters relationships together. Especially with COVID and everything happening this year, I thought it would really be nice to just have that and have us just talk to our moms and get to know our moms better as women. not as our moms, but also enjoy the company, turn up, have a good time, ask a lot of questions, maybe have some breakthrough conversations, but really just enjoy the mother-daughter bond that, we have, or some of us want to have, or some of us are looking for. So I thought that would be really nice. And my mom loves stuff like that. She acts like she doesn't, but she's like super excited. She's planning it and everything. So she's really into it. So definitely, I like the Friendsgiving themed events. It will be virtual, particularly because a lot of people who I've invited are across different states and different areas. And because of COVID, we all can't be in the same place this year. So that's what I'll be doing for Thanksgiving. Other than that, my family doesn't do Thanksgiving. Like, it's not like a big thing. We cook and then we like watch sports, and that's it. Yeah, so when I go home, it's just like my brother will cook. My mom she'll make kachupa, we'll make jag. My brother will make chicken and all of that. We'll make some Cape dishes, and then we just watch football, and that's it. Like nothing big. But I'm excited to go home this year and see them, see my niece and nephews, and see my mom, and just hang out and get out of Newark for a little bit.
Right. Yeah. I have no idea what we're doing for Thanksgiving. We may not know until the day before. I don't know.
You're going to Mama Jealous?
We may not. I don't know. COVID is really kind of throwing things off. I just, I don't even know what they're doing. I don't know if they're hosting or what. Especially, like I said, it was just announced today in Chicago that we have the stay-at-home order. So I don't know how people are going to feel now that cases are continuing to arise, and just what the mood is going to be like. Last year we spent it at home, and honestly, I'm okay spending it at home. Thanksgiving isn't a big holiday for me. Now, if I was in the DMV, I would of course be with my parents. But Thanksgiving is, it's another day. I'm thankful every day. And I think because Thanksgiving is so close to my birthday and then Christmas, that's what I kind of put my efforts into. And so Christmas is a big family holiday for me. So yeah, Thanksgiving is not that much of a big deal. I don't think it's going to feel a lot different in these COVID times. I think I was telling someone I'm okay being at home, ordering some food from somewhere, and going about my day. Maybe putting up the Christmas tree that day, possibly. But yeah, and I don't think.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was gonna say, I don't think that I've actually been to a Friendsgiving since one of you had a Friendsgiving.
I did, for my housewarming.
You did?
I don't know if you all were invited to that one. I had several housewarmings. And so I did a Friendsgiving.
Something that we weren't invited to?
Shade.
Yeah, sorry. Well, first of all, Christy, remember that year you were in Chicago a lot. So
but you did have something at your house before you moved in your apartment. You did have like a Friendsgiving there.
You did?
No, maybe it was Christmas. I had Easter. I used to do Easter.
You had a Christmas party, because I remember
I've done everything. I probably have. I don't remember the Friendsgiving, because Thanksgiving is pretty big for at least my immediate family, because my grandmother's birthday is normally, and I think this year actually does fall on Thanksgiving. So it's always been like a thing of Thanksgiving and celebrating her birthday. But yeah, no, I thought it was more like a holiday, because I think by the time you all came, I had the tree up, right?
Last year? Or
no, 2 years ago. Did I have the tree up by the time you guys came? I think maybe I didn't. I had a Friendsgiving for my coworkers. I definitely know that because they were the first week in November. And then I did the Thanksgiving / day after, as I was telling you all, a family jam with my family. And then I had something for like my close friends, but I'm not sure if that was after Thanksgiving or what. I can't remember now. But maybe in my apartment. I mean, I don't. It's very likely. I love the holidays. Thanksgiving kicks it off for me. The next day, I normally put up my tree, but since I'll be at someone else's house, I'll just be forcing my mom to put up holiday stuff. And because that's my thing. The day after Christmas, I start playing Christmas music. The Temptations is on, and I get all into it. Even though I don't know what I'm gonna do for Christmas, I'll probably be here again by myself. So we'll see.
Mariah Carey has already started singing, so Christmas songs.
Has she really started singing, or has her tape started playing?
No, it doesn't matter. She has spoken. Mariah Carey. Don't shade her. Don't shade her. What I am sad to not do this year was last year was the first year I didn't go home for Thanksgiving, and I actually went to the Macy's Day Parade last year. That was my first time going in New York, so I'm like kind of sad that might not happen this year. We like to watch it on TV, but last year was the first year I actually went, and it was cold as hell. It was cold that day, and there was so many people out there, and it was crazy. But it was so nice to see it in person. Like I felt like if I'm gonna do it, I might as well just do it in person once. But hopefully, if they don't have that, they have the Saks Fifth Avenue lights, because that's one thing I always like to go see in New York. I love holidays in New York City. So hopefully that still happens. If not, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do a light show my damn self. But they are having one. If anyone's in the New England area listening, Gillette Stadium is doing lights, so you can drive through, and the entire thing is like a Christmas carol of lights.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cute. In Maryland, they do that. And I normally take my goddaughters to Watkins Park to see the drive-through lights, and then RFK Stadium does like a light thing as well. I don't know if we'll do that this year though for COVID. Yeah, I love the holidays.
They have some light shows here, lots of different ones, so we can do that. We can arrange that. Yeah. So you all talked about food. Are you all cooking this year? Look, so for those who are watching and listening, Christy, aka Always Lit, does not get lit in the kitchen, okay? I do not cook. So for you, Stay Lit and Came Lit. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it's Stay Lit, but
okay. Stay Lit. What are y'all making for Thanksgiving?
I'm not sure, but I don't have to make anything. This will be the first time I don't have to make anything. So I'm actually hoping that, but I know I have to make a cake. I will probably be, so it's gonna, since it will be at my mom's house. At my dad's house, I don't have to cook anything, which I'm always really excited about, because I can just go and eat all of my favorite holiday Caribbean food, especially my sweetbread. I love sweetbread. Oh my gosh. And I'll actually get some this year, because somehow my loaf always gets sold or, eaten by someone else. But my mom, I will probably have to do a cake. I'll probably have to do potato salad, and I will probably be on the turkey duty, because that, for the past several years, that has been the thing that everyone loves from me.
You do make a good turkey.
Everyone loves my turkey. So that's now my assignment. But my mom is also making oxtails, so I'm really excited about that. I like her oxtails, and I'm hoping she'll do some brown rice. She probably won't, so I'll probably have to make my own brown rice. But that's it. That's pretty much it.
I usually cook. Me and my mom and my brother split it. If Candace is listening, she's gonna get mad, but she always makes these stuffed mushrooms that are not really good, but it's okay. It's okay. But my brother usually makes like the turkey and the meat, and then I'll make the sides. And my mom cooks. She makes kachupa every year, and yes, and she's like, this year It's a Cape Verdean soup, so it has like beans, it has samp in it, it has like pig's feet, it has like other
It
meats.
has pig's feet.
Some people put it in there, some people don't. My mom puts linguiça in it.
Oh, I was about to say, because I don't eat pig feet. I don't remember your mom having no pig feet in the kachuka I had.
So it depends. Like
Your mom
everyone.
doesn't put pig feet in it though, right?
No, my mom doesn't put it in there.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say, wait, hold up.
Some people put chicken, people put pork, you can put whatever type of meat you want to put in it. And then like you put the lima beans, you put the samp, you put the linguiça, you put all the other stuff in it. So this year she thinks that I am going to learn how to make it, but I feel like she's not at the age where I need to learn, because it's not like something I need to learn.
She's at the age where you need to learn, because you're gonna need several years to perfect it.
It's like a 14-hour process. It's a
lot.
It's a lot, and she's really good at it. Well, this year she has this idea that we're going to make it together. So she's really excited for us to make it together.
Yes, and then you're gonna make sure you bring it on the plane, so that I can finally have some.
Freezes very well. So yeah, that's what we'll be making. We make jag every year. My mom actually is making conch this year. It's like another Cape Verdean dish, and I want to learn how to make the like pastelitos, those types of dishes this year. But we always have like a very international style Thanksgiving. We don't have very traditional dishes. Like we have turkey, greens, potatoes. That's it. Everything else is kind of like different.
We're having a very eclectic family. I just called y'all eclectic.
Okay.
We're a very diverse family. But I did want to ask you if you can explain, because there are people who are watching who may not have ever heard of Cape Verde. And so can you explain to those people where the country is located, what cultures make up, Cape Verdean culture, and if you know any history or anything you want to share about your roots?
Yeah, so Cape Verde is off the coast of Africa. It's closer to Portugal than it is to Africa, actually. And it's made up of 7 islands. My family is from São Vicente, or St. Vincent. That's where my grandmother and grandfather's family are from. My grandmother actually was born there and then came here. So she's like early first. Came here very, very young. So it's a mix of the Portuguese culture and the Senegal culture. So it's like West African and Portugal mix. And they speak Portuguese, but they also speak another language. They speak Creole Portuguese and another language that I don't fully know. My mom did not get the benefit of learning the language, although my grandmother did teach me all the curse words and bad sentences to say. So I have mastered that. Some history about it, let's see. It was one of the early stops in the slave trade, like that little roundabout destination. It was one of the early first stops. And there was a lot of people who were left there, and that's kind of where the culture the islands come from. It was
Portugal was the number one slave trader in the transatlantic slave.
Yep. So they were like the first stop. They actually were. They actually got their independence fairly recently from Portugal, not even 100 years ago. So they're very, very recent with that. I've never been there, but I definitely want to go. And yeah, we have a lot of like traditional Portuguese dishes. There is like a very big, from what I know, there's a very big African culture there as well. And they infuse them very well, from what my family who has been there has told me. In the Americas, it's a little different. You won't probably see Cape Verdean people outside of the New England area. For some reason, that's where we all decided to like stay, migrate to and stay. So a lot of my family lives there, and it's not Cambodian. I've heard that many, many times. It's definitely different. It's Cape Verdean, but do look it up if you haven't heard of it. Definitely look it up. I don't have any other things to share about that, but that's my culture on my mom's side.
Cool.
Yes. Thanks for that background. When are you going to visit?
I want to go next year. So they do their carnival in February. And that's when they do their like big celebration. So I wanted to go then, but I don't necessarily know if I can go next February. From when you travel there, you have to go to Portugal first, and then you get on a plane from Portugal and you go to Praia, which is the Brava, which is the capital, and then you fly on a smaller plane to each island. So it's kind of expensive because of that. And I don't want to go for like a week. I want to go there for at least a couple of weeks. And my family has houses there. My mom just found out that a cousin of hers has a house there. So I was like, well, we can stay for free. So why haven't we went? So I want to visit. If I don't get to visit next year, I definitely want to go in 2022, at least in February for a couple of weeks.
It looks like
That's
a beautiful
exciting.
Yeah.
Yes, so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since came with some games for us last week
Ooh.
takeover. I wanted to play a game that if you are having a virtual Friendsgiving or in-person Friendsgiving that you could play. It is called Thanks for the Memes, as in memories. So how it works is I have this random word generator right here.
Okay.
And it's going to generate a random word. And based on the word that you're given, you have to give us the first memory that comes to mind when you hear the word. It could be a memory about anything. It doesn't have to be just with us or Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving. It can be any memory. So let's go alphabetically. Courtney, you'll go first.
Okay.
So let's see.
Because Rashana was like, okay.
I don't know if y'all can see this, but I'm going to hit the button to generate the random word. And the word is established.
Established. The first memory that comes to mind when I think of established. Does it have to be like it has to be a memory. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be really, I don't know how like good or bad this is gonna be. But it's the first memory.
Mike, so we can hear you.
This is the first memory that comes to mind. When my mom got divorced and got her maiden name back. That's the first memory that comes to mind. I don't know why.
How does that relate to established?
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. That's the first thing I thought of when I heard established. It was kind of like reinvented established or something like that. That's kind of what I thought of. Like, oh, she's established herself again. Like she's reinventing herself. So that's the first thing I thought of.
Okay. Rashana, your word is STEM.
STEM. Honestly, the first thing I thought about is STEM, like STEM programs.
You said it had to be a memory.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my memory. And so the memory I thought about was, as you all know, I have a consulting business, and one summer I was contracted to create a summer STEAM, which is adding the A to STEM for the arts, summer camp curriculum. And at first I was not too excited about it because I believe in STEM and STEAM, but I am not the expert in science, technology, engineering, or math, right? But I actually really enjoyed creating this STEAM summer camp curriculum for young Black youth. And I was able to incorporate a lot of African practices for agriculture. I also found some things on like social activism and economics that were related. And so they were doing a garden. I chose to have them do a gardening project, and they were going to grow their own food. And we started from the beginning about how agriculture is a part of our culture as Black people. And it was really cool just learning about all of that to create that curriculum for the summer. So that was a memory. That was a good memory.
It sounds like a good one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What's your word, Kristen?
Mine's is cross.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my memory would be when I got baptized.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was maybe 4 years ago. So just some background with me. I was raised Methodist. So I was christened because in the Methodist church, as a baby, you can be christened. And I left a Methodist church and went to a Baptist church. And when I joined that church, I decided to then get baptized because, as I understand it, Baptists do not baptize babies because you have to make the choice for yourself to get saved and get baptized. So, as an adult, once I joined this church, I made the decision for myself to get baptized. And funny story along with this, when they dunked me down into the water and I came up, one of my contact lenses came out in the water. And so I had half clear eyesight for the rest of the night. I had to drive like that and everything.
Oh my God. That's always been my fear. Every time I wear contacts, I put my glasses in the car because my fear is something's gonna happen and I won't be able to see.
Yeah, well, I should learn from that to always keep some glasses on hand. I don't, but now that I think about this memory, I probably should.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's my memory. So let's do one more round.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know you grew up Methodist. That's something that
I did, yeah.
I also have a question. Is that specifically Methodist or is that the CME church? Because I grew up AME and we believe in baptizing children.
So it may just be CME. I thought it was
Okay.
just Methodist, but it may just
Okay.
be.
I mean, the AME church, they kind of do what they want to do anyway. But yeah, we baptize babies, and then as an adult, you decide to join the body of Christ, not through baptism because we believe that already happened, but you make that same decision to join the body by joining a church.
I'm learning a lot tonight. Y'all are dropping some knowledge gems. Courtney, inspiration.
Oh, inspiration. The first memory that comes to mind. When I think of the word inspiration, the first thing I thought of, the first thing I think of when I think of inspiration is my aunt Phyllis. Like a little backstory on that. She's my aunt. She's my uncle's wife. She's my aunt through marriage. But she's been around for as long as I can remember. So she's been around forever. Well, there's a picture of me and her as a baby, so she's clearly been around before I was born. And she's always been that aunt that no matter what was happening, like I think I posted on Facebook, if I could be half of the aunt that she was to me, to my nieces and nephews, I'd be forever grateful. Because I think growing up, I always needed someone to look to kind of let me know that things are still going to be okay, that I'm still prospering and moving forward. And she was the first person that I called, like, when bad things happen, when good things were happening. So that's who I think of. Like, she is a big inspiration. I think of her when I think of that word. I also think of Michelle Obama in the day that I figured out that I would never meet her. That I haven't met her, because I might meet her.
You will meet her. We're going to put that out there. You're going to meet her.
I think of her too.
Rashana applied.
Applied?
Uh-huh.
First memory I think of is probably, first I just thought about a job. I know it's a memory, so now I'm
well, you have a lot of memories when you apply.
Applied is like I applied for a job. So I guess my memory from that would be when I guess this last job. I applied, and I got the job. I'm sorry, I know that's not like a huge, great memory. The word applied, it was just like, applied.
Well, tell us why you applied for the job.
I applied because while I loved the work that I was doing in my previous position, it was just too much. I think I talked about this as well when it comes to the stress and the hair loss and stuff. And I need a new job. And so I applied. I started to apply. I applied myself to apply for the bam.
Yes, and you got that job.
yes. And I received the job. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
That was a good memory.
I applied myself to apply for the job.
Barbara converts.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know.
You converted from the DMV to Chicago?
You converted from CME to Baptist.
There you go.
What I talked about. Okay, I got
Savage.
Yeah, I converted from a PG County girl to a Southside Chicago girl, and yeah, it's different. It is rather different.
I was just about to ask her. You froze, Christy, but I was about to ask you, like, can you claim the South Side yet?
I probably can't. I've only been here for a little over a year.
But you're in the conversion process.
I'm in the conversion process, but I still rep hard PG County. But yeah, I'm on the south side of the Chi. So
on the south side. Remember that?
Yeah, converted from the burbs to the city because this is still technically the city. So yeah, and it's still going. I'm still in the conversion process. So yeah, well. If you are doing a Friendsgiving, that is a game that you can play.
I'm gonna take that game.
Yeah.
And I'm ordering the Red Table Talk cards.
Are you? You said you are?
Yeah, like they have so there's a game that already came out that has like probing questions for families. And the Red Table Talk added, I guess, their own set of questions to that game. So it's like an addendum to the actual game. So I'm bringing that.
Nice.
I'm actually ordering it. I'm just gonna have it sent to my mom's house.
Cool.
Well, other than Courtney,
send me that one too, Christy.
Okay, I will. Other than Courtney's event, I have no other Friendsgivings, and I don't know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. So this 1000 Friendsgiving has been my Friendsgiving for the year.
Oh, that's cute. Cheers, girl.
Cheers.
I love it.
Yes.
So in line with our theme of Friendsgiving, and of course, Thanksgiving in November is the season of thankfulness. What are you ladies thankful for this year? And just a side note, we may be doing this more often on our episodes, just saying what we're thankful or grateful for throughout the season, because while it's the season of gratefulness and Thanksgiving, living on 1,000 is also being grateful for all of the things that come with turning up and turning out and showing up and showing out on 1,000. So you might catch this, another grateful session on the next episode. But for this episode, ladies, we'll start with Christy. What are you grateful or thankful for this year, or this episode, or this week, or this month?
Wow, I'm thankful for a lot. First and foremost, I'm thankful for God. I'm thankful for my husband. I'm thankful for my parents because they continue to do things for me that they truly do not have to, because I am grown and they're not responsible for anything, but I'm really appreciative of their support. And I am very grateful for my friends, for you all, I'm so proud of us for getting this podcast kicked off. I'm just really grateful for the support of my friends, especially within this past year, year and a half as I go through my transition, and just to always be a listening ear, to just show up even when I don't ask, just to show up and support in any way. So I'm truly thankful for you all.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Yes. I can go next. So this year I am thankful for.
Sorry if y'all hear my stomach growling. I'm sorry. It's like so loud over here. I'm so hungry.
You can't hear it.
Nobody even heard.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Strips and sticks.
But just in case you do, just in case you didn't hear.
I'm definitely thankful for everything that God has provided me and everyone that's in my circle this year. This year could have been definitely a different outcome for a lot of people, and I'm grateful that everyone that I know has come out on the other side, is still prospering this year and still growing. I'm definitely grateful for my friends, for you all. I'm definitely grateful for my job, even though I don't like it at times. I'm grateful that a check still comes every 2 weeks and the rent is paid. I'm also grateful for, just the platform that we have and that we all have individually and collectively to share, to connect, and to just, be who we are and live in that and prosper in that. So I am grateful for all of the blessings that have come and are coming.
Yeah, you all said some of the things I was gonna say. I think I guess number one, as you all said, I'm grateful to God. That's probably the greatest gift ever, and his continued faithfulness to me in my life and to others. So yeah, that's definitely the greatest thing. In addition, I guess, to being grateful for God, I am grateful to my family, my parents, my grandparents. I'm actually wearing my grandmother's earrings today because I knew this was our Thanksgiving episode. And yeah, I'm just really thankful to them for instilling my spiritual beliefs and values within me at an early age, because this year has been really great for me, but it also has had its challenges. And so I'm just really, really thankful that they gave me something so strong that I'm able to hold on to. And then I'm also really thankful for social media because during 2020, between the memes and the joint streaming recommendations, from movies, shows, that has really kept me entertained. I also think being home and just living by yourself, it has created some interaction for me, at least. And I appreciate the diversity. I mean, I have people that share a bunch of different stuff. And so I'm just really thankful to all of you all because I think there are people this year who aren't within my immediate friend circle who have really posted some things at the right time. And I'm just really thankful to that connection, for that connection, to you all, to the people I follow, to the people who follow the 1000 Club, to people I don't know who follow me, also to even some of the celebrities. I mean, there have just been some real messages, and you just never know how God is gonna use you in somebody's life that you don't even know. So I'm just really, really thankful for that. And then I'm thankful, of course, for my family. I'm thankful that those who have had COVID have recovered so far. I'm thankful that my parents have not caught it, and that they are still here. To other close family friends who are sick, who are now doing well, I'm just really thankful for that. As I said, God is really faithful. He is really really good. And I just believe in that wholeheartedly. So I'm thankful to all my family and for all of my family and my friends. And then last but not least, I am thankful for my business, Vocal Action, and the direction that it's taking. And yeah, I'm just thankful for the new job that allows me the time, because I'm not overworked and stressed, to be able to pour into something that I'm so passionate about. And it's not often that people get to do that, but I'm just thankful for the time that I have now that I'm able to do that. Yep. A lot to be thankful for.
A lot to be thankful for.
Yeah, a lot to be thankful for. And before we close out, I also just want to send some extra energy to people who are listening, who may have some difficult moments or memories, or who are mourning or grieving around the holidays. 2020 has presented a lot of loss for many people and many families. And I just think about like how Joe Biden kept saying, you know, there's someone that has an empty chair at the table, and how many families this year are going to have an empty space at that table due to COVID or cancer or whatever. And so I just want to send some positive energy, some energy of comfort and peace for anybody who has lost someone this year or who has a hard time with the holidays. Just know that if you want to laugh, you can come and watch some of the episodes of the 1000 Club. After this episode, you're actually going to get a throwback, so you'll get to see how far we've come. So you'll get to hear a pre-episode, and I'm sure you'll get some laughs from that. And yeah, if anyone does even like feel alone during the holidays, because COVID is preventing us, a lot of us, from being able to travel, and some of us don't have family close by, know that I'll probably be spending Christmas by myself. So feel free to hit us up on Instagram. Maybe I'll do a live where people can come in and talk or whatever. But yes, just know that while it is a hard day and it is a hard time, you're not by yourself. You have the 1000 Club, so reach out.
Yes, yes.
Yep. All right. So anyone have anything else they want to add? No? All right. So I'm going to close us out today. I have a few announcements. The first thing I want to announce, which is a side announcement, but Vocal Action is hosting a From Brunch to Launch. And when you hear this, you will have about a week and a half to register. So From Brunch to Launch is a professional vision board and networking experience. It is virtual, so you can take the launch wherever you go. All right. On January 2nd, 2021, we are about launching professional visions, ideas, manifesting them collectively in all of our Black Girl Magic and Black Girl work, and toasting to you those goals, because we know that when we come together, well, you know, we're one or two, we're gathered, things happen, you know, the room starts to shake. And that is what we hope that you will experience at From Brunch to Launch. So you can register, you can visit all of Vocal Action's social media pages, which are at Vocal Action, that's VOCALACTION_LLC to register. The registration is $35. Or you can visit my personal page, Boss Zqua, that's BOSSZQU, the number 4D. You can visit that page to register. as well. And so, yes, I am really excited to announce that. And I hope that you all will come and join us, toast in your personalized champagne flutes along with your personalized box. And so I'm really excited about that.
Is that included in our registration fee?
What?
The personalized box and the...
Oh, yes. So with your registration fee, you will get a personalized box. You'll get a champagne flute. You'll get all of your vision board supplies. You'll also get some other little things special from me that will help you on your journey as you begin to launch those goals. And I'm also allowing registrants to add advertisement for their businesses, their ideas, whatever they may have in the box. So you'll get to stay connected after the event. That's what we hope that you all will do. So all of that is included. And then on top of that, as the reader, because the registration form asks you to tell me a little bit about what your goal is, I am going to throw in some personalized cutouts for you based on what your 2021 professional goals are. And so this is for the young, it's for the old, not too young though, you gotta be 21. You gotta be at least 21 to attend this event, but I'm really excited and I'm pushing through. And this journey is something that I'm thankful for as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So next, see, you know what? This episode, maybe the next one, I wanted to have like some sounds queued up because I wanted the little but I have it ready for the next time. We are hosting a very merry 1000 lit miss. Okay.
Yay. Lit.
December 2nd through our beautiful, always lit birthday, Christy's birthday, December 4th. And you will get to experience some of our favorite things. I mean, why is it only Oprah that gets to favorite things, right? So the 1000 Club is giving you a taste of our favorite things. And all of you all listening have a chance to win our favorite things each day. Each of us will show you what our favorite things for the holidays are. And just by following and, spreading the word as we like in the merry litmus cheer, you'll have an opportunity to win those favorite things. So we're really excited for our first holiday giveaway, 3 days of litmus with Always Lit, Came Lit, and Stay Lit. It's gonna be a good time. Listen. Don't hate, okay? You all named me Stay Lit.
Oh, God.
I didn't have a choice in the matter, but since I realized, it's Stay Lit, it's cute. It was right for me. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. We're really excited about that. Follow all our social media pages as we will be posting. But primarily, we're doing this holiday giveaway through Instagram. So that is at 1000 Club Life. Okay, as I said earlier, our next episode is going to be a pre-episode because we believe the holidays are meant to be spent with your family or whoever. We're also going to take the time off and we're going to leave you with a pre-episode. I don't think we decided which episode, right? No? Okay, so it'll be a surprise. Another surprise. Boom.
Surprise.
You get a surprise. We all get a surprise.
You get a surprise.
Yeah, so we're excited. As usual, though, you can always join us for new episodes every Thursday on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Anchor, or wherever else you get your dose of podcasts and video casts. This is the 1000 Club. Follow us at 1000 Club Life. Sorry, there's no the. I always want to add the there. But follow us at 1000 Club Life on all of our social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Tweet, 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 tweet. And yes, thank you all for coming today. Be sure to click that subscribe button, okay, and that follow button, and share it with your friends, their friends, your family. Tell your friends to get with my friends, okay? And we can be friends, okay? We can do this every other Thursday. Is that all right with you? Y'all was supposed to come in with that was the
I don't think that's what they say in the song, but okay.
They do. Tell your friends to get with my friends, and we can be friends. Shit, we can do this every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Is that all right with you? Then he said, yeah, keep banging. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I wasn't ready. I'm usually on this.
Courtney is normally my person that's ready, but she was not ready, and now it's just
I wasn't ready.
that joke fell flat. But I actually did like it, so you want to hear that again. But until next time, everyone, stay living on 1000. Peace.
Yes. Happy Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving.
Yes. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. 1000 Club out.